But anyway, yeah, so instead of like in Halo 1,
like in Halo 1
2,
or Halo 2.
Pedro, you're right.
Pedro, you're right.
My fucking bad.
So like in Halo 1 and 2, when you're like, you got this big-ass canyon. Pedro!
Oh my god.
Who the fuck is that?
I know exactly which clip I'm putting at the beginning of the video. Welcome back to the FFA Podcast on the Rising channel. My name is James, also known as JKPRising. I'm joined by Adam.
Hello.
Pedro.
Hello.
Kevin.
Howdy.
And we have two special guests today from the Halo Collective YouTube channel. We have Tyler.
Hello.
And finally, drum roll, Ricky. Welcome, Ricky. Ricky.
Yeah, I'm
Ricky,
Ricky.
yeah.
Well, I didn't know what to do. There was a drum roll. I got excited. I froze.
You know, I thought
FFA is a weekly podcast where every Friday we try to talk about the top 3 topics on Halo Waypoint. That way we're always up to date on the Halo community. So the first topic is, why are we afraid to go back? And they're mainly referring to the Halo 3 and 2 days compared to the new Halo 5 days.
I'm a star. Fuck nostalgia. I continue.
it's yeah. I think people want to go back because they miss what Halo used to be in their minds, but games have to change. Like, if they didn't change, we'd still be stuck playing Pac-Man right now. Like, come on.
They do. Though I understand why they think this, I read some of the comments from people who responded, and one of them was saying, you know, why are people afraid to go back when back in the Halo 2 and 3 days, Bungie never failed at making Halo games. All of their games were good, unlike how 343, a lot of people are disliking their Halo games. Not me included. But you see what I'm saying?
About ODST and Reach when they first came out, and now people love those.
Yeah, that's a great example.
I remember when ODST came out. I remember the shit fit that people threw. Same with Reach.
No multiplayer?
That's probably because
people are always gonna
because
throw
the game
crap.
they were side stories, so they probably weren't interested in it, so they threw a fit over it. There wasn't main story.
I think most of the hate from ODST came from the price tag.
I actually disliked the price tag of ODST 2. ODST is a good game and all, but it is literally a $60 for a 4-hour campaign and a new game mode. And then they packaged the same Halo 3 multiplayer that you'd already played to try to justify that $60 price tag. And I'm just like,
you're
it's
also
good,
forgetting.
It's not all the DLC.
It comes with all the DLC. Yeah, it came with all the DLC. That's what the extra price was for.
But at that point,
but,
didn't everyone, or like most people,
yeah,
already
exactly.
have it anyway?
I had it came with 3 more maps. It came with the Mythic 2, so you didn't have to pay for the Mythic map pack number 2. But like at that point, I had already bought all of the DLC that came out prior. So.
Gee, this sounds
It's the
very
same
familiar. Destiny one?
Yeah, well then here we are years later on MCC, people are like begging the fuck out of like, oh, when's ODST coming to or MCC? And
Yeah.
When's ODST coming to Reach?
Yeah, you know.
It may sound familiar,
Yeah,
but at
then-
least when you had Halo 3, you were still able to play some good game types on matchmaking, unlike Destiny, where they disabled a lot of the major features if you didn't have DLC.
Going back to the actual post in itself, talks about going back to Halo 3 and Halo 2 and whatnot because they want it to go back to how it used to be. But then Halo Waypoint is the same website where a bunch of people complain about how they like Halo for not being the same thing year after year after year, such as Call of Duty. But then when it does change, when it does get the ability to change, people complain about them wanting it to be the same, and it just conflicts with each other.
The Halo community cannot be pleased, ever.
Oh.
Ever since 343 took them out, there's
Like-
something always to complain about. Like, fucking look at this grass, it's terrible, you know.
Fucking.
Pedro
I remember
didn't cut it enough.
when MCC came out.
Well, excuse me.
I hopped on Halo 3 multiplayer again, to experience the old days. Oh, geez, like I'm just gonna say it. Just how a lot of games are today, and with Halo 3, it just doesn't mix. Game like Halo 3 coming out today will get fucking slammed. If
It will.
like
I could see
let's
it.
say Halo 6 comes out and it's basically Halo 3 with new graphics and some new weapons, and it's that gameplay. It won't work.
It's so slow.
Yeah.
It feels
Yeah, the way games are now are quick-paced action, and that kind of started with Titanfall. Then again, that game died horribly, but that kind of started the new running on a wall, shooting, jumping all over the place type of
Yeah.
gameplay.
Now
It
Titanfall
kind of
didn't die
revolutionized
because the game itself was bad. It's just there wasn't enough there.
Yeah, they refused to add. No, I don't want to say they refused. The weapons they had were really fairly balanced, except for the fucking smart pistol. So they never added any guns. The maps are decent. A year and a half later, kind of like after it really died down, they added Frontier Defense, which is like their firefight mode. It's really fucking awesome, but they should have added it with the game on launch.
Here, back to the point where the Halo community will never be pleased. There's a post down here that says, because all 3 original games were the exact same, I agree with that. Most franchises stick to the same formula, but the formula is, now they're not the exact same, but at the core they're the same game. And what I want to point out here is OS Renegade, this guy says, no, there were not the exact same, far from. There was much strife about it too. Do you remember www.halo2sucks.com? How about when people left Halo 3 because of equipment? These were real things that actually happened. Claiming like that's the thing. Like, people reacted to Halo 2 like they're reacting to Halo 5 now. People reacted to Halo 3. Like, people actually threw a shit fit because you had little, like, glowing balls that you can throw at the enemy.
Balls, huh?
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's fucking...
I
But it is a
personally
good
thought the
comparison.
equipment in Halo 3 was pretty good.
I mean,
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
that big of an issue, maybe other than the bubble shield where you got the, like... And you want to go in there, but of course the guy has a shotgun, so you're like, oh, I'll wait this out. I'll fucking wait.
Yeah, and then that one moment when you wait it out and you get sniped in the back of the head while waiting it out.
No, well, that's irrelevant. That's the thing.
There's also a guy here called ITZ Bullseye. If 343 would have made the same game, people would have complained 343 is not even creative. They just made the same game with better graphics.
Yeah.
You can't please everybody.
You can't.
Yeah.
You cannot.
And
434.
and dumb assholes always like to point out population and whatnot, but they
population don't mean shit.
because and they're like, oh, the population drops because, like, the game sucks, or it's like, no, how about the population's dropping because Halo's been around for like a long fucking time now, and all games, like,
Gaming
any
itself
sort of
has
media.
become more popular, so
Exactly. And
there's
there's
a lot more
just
games
more
out
out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a lot
it's
more.
diluted.
And
And
I
especially-
think I think Microsoft picked a really bad time to release Halo 5.
Yeah, they released it like before a lot of other big games.
Right before, yeah, so
I wouldn't
Call of
necessarily
War,
see
Call of
population, as you guys admitted. Population is not too big of an issue. The thing that really matters is if people actually stay on said game for a long duration of time. Which, the way that 343 seems to be planning to do things of releasing monthly content, I do believe people are going to be sticking around, even if it's just coming back to see what's new.
I won't lie, I still check RuneScape every now and again to see what's new, just because that game's so fucking nostalgia for me. It's
didn't somebody password didn't he just yell like fuck nostalgia just like
Yeah,
10
fuck
minutes ago?
nostalgia.
pass for
There
it.
he is.
Actually.
No
Yeah.
one calls me that. Pass for it.
Everyone calls you that. It's only when you can't hear them. They'll just
Oh,
mutter.
fucking
You know,
sorry, password, fucking reading your Skype name.
His name's
Oh.
Password. Let's get it right.
I don't even give a fuck, bro.
Whoa.
we're fucked with you, Kevin. We love you, man.
1v1 me. I love me too, dude. So what's next?
The next topic?
Yeah,
Yes.
dawg.
So the infamous sprint in Halo 5, or sprint in Halo, sprint and why it is bad for Halo, and this guy goes on a big rant as to why sprint is the fucking
Okay.
terrible thing for Halo.
I'm gonna let you
before we read-
finish. You go ahead.
Before we read OP's paragraph, let's have a fun game of guy complaining about sprint in Halo bingo.
Oh.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think that could end pretty quick.
I'm interested in
Okay.
these rules.
All right, so basically, you have your free space in the middle. Now, if he says it makes it like Call of Duty, there's a point. If he says it's taking away the originality of Halo, there's a point for
Aye.
you. If he says that it allows the player to get away from death, that's 3 points. And basically, if he says something totally redundant now with the Halo community, this is basically a given, and it can mean a million different things, so I'm not gonna get into specifics, but if he says something completely redundant with circular logic, that's 5 points.
I've got it. So there's three.
doesn't that
options
mean
with
that
1
we're all
point,
gonna
there's
win?
There's one option with 3 points, and there's one option with 5 points.
Alright, so before James here reads the paragraph, I want to say that the people complaining about this shit are the people who are fat, can't run in real life, and that's it.
I'm fat, I can't
love-
run in real life.
I'm
and I don't
loving
complain
that.
about
I'm
sports.
loving that reverse psychology because people who complain about sprint say shit like that.
Exactly. I read the paragraph, dog.
It's like people who want sprint are just pussies who run away from their problems.
Obviously, you can't run a 4K in 8 minutes. Get the fuck on my level.
I can't.
I don't think
I
anyone
can't.
can.
I can't run a 1K in 8 minutes. Fuck that.
Pedro
I can't.
walk.
I don't run.
I waddle.
Adam, I will murder your parents.
Oh,
Let's
So
just
nice.
calm down.
That's not
let's
good at all.
Let's
I
move
read
on
that
to
paragraph.
Move on to the
Sprint is a very controversial topic, and I'm fully aware of the effects which Sprint has on Halo's gameplay. First of all, let's have a look at Sprint in Halo 4 and Sprint in Halo 5. In Halo 4, Sprint had very downsides compared to Halo 5's counterpart, which people say that they have made Sprint a lot worse in Halo 5 since they have balanced it for much of the penalties. But that is just the problem right there. They have just made it not so bad as it was in Halo 4. It does not add anything to the gameplay other than creating an illusion. What do you guys think of that so far?
False.
Illusion.
See,
read a
there's
comment down
redundancy
below.
right there.
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
points for
Where does
everyone.
the-
He's got 6
where
points because he mentioned the
where-
word controversy as well.
Where does the
Controversy.
Oh Jesus!
What is that? What is that?
Kevin, honking.
We got because I'm Canadian. We have like that Molson Canadian like hockey light that goes off when a team scores.
Oh God.
So I guess one of the teams that like we've like connected it to are playing. So that's probably gonna go off a few times.
Okay,
I like it.
so
I like it.
back to the sprint thing. I think I didn't really like Halo 4's sprint because I'm fucking like I slow down when I get shot. That's bullshit. This is
Yeah,
the
oh,
future.
man.
First off, that was gay, but no, I think they balanced it well. People would run away. It's like, oh wait, I just got thruster pack or jetpack. I'll just jetpack away like an asshole when my shields are down. But now they balance it out.
and the
So,
maps
you
are
know.
big enough that you have a lot of clear sights to see. Running away isn't necessarily something that's easy to do anyways.
Yeah, true.
And I agree with someone in the comments sections said. They disagree just like I do for the same reason. Sprints could be used for strategic purposes. For example, you could use sprint to get away from someone, and if they chase you, you could lure them to your teammates while they just finish them off. Obviously,
But
they're already
who
going
uses
to be hurt.
communication? Like, that's a fucking illusion.
We do, asshole.
Oh, here. The second and third paragraphs of OP is a complete clusterfuck. The third paragraph, another big example, he's literally saying, I don't like Sprint because a Halo 2 map would have to be made bigger.
Warlock, yeah.
Yeah,
My
it's-
brain cells are dying
Which could
listening to
be
you right
done,
now.
you know? I mean, like,
Or
would-
he's like,
Yeah,
the
all the
maps
maps.
are bigger to accommodate Sprint, and there's more space.
Halo 5 maps are bigger anyway. That's kind of
Yeah, all
why
the
Sprint can do.
the size of the ground and of the geometry and everything is much bigger to comprehend the sprint.
So basically,
it's balanced.
so Fox Nix is complaining that 343 is building the maps around the new Spartan abilities, which is basic game design 101.
Yeah, they kind of are. I mean, it's not a
I
bad
mean, if
thing.
you look at
Kind of.
Truth and compare it to Midship, Truth is huge because of Sprint, but it's kind of but it plays like the same map as Midship, even though it's bigger.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to prove someone in the comments section wrong. He said maps like using Forge to remake maps like Guardian wouldn't work because the sprint would, make it too much of a clusterfuck. There'd be too much chaos. I want to prove this guy wrong because I planned on making Guardian in Halo 5, and let's see how that's going to turn out in a few months.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of
Yeah,
people who've
bitch.
been bringing that up. Bitch. Like, make it bigger. Yeah, but if we can go back to Midship real quick. Let's see, there's Midship, then there's the one in Halo 3, then there's the one in Reach, and then they skipped 4, and then we're back to 5, and then another one. It's the same fucking purple circle we've been playing for 10 years. What is with this? Why do people like purple circle? Oh my god.
What's up with
really
343
enjoy
remaking the map 5 fucking times? We got like Last Resort, we got freaking Blackout, Black Cunt, all that other fucking map and shit
Whoa,
like
whoa.
that.
Remake a good map, original one like Blood Gulch. It's never been done before.
Yeah.
Blood Gulch hasn't been done
You're
before.
funny.
Is that what you just said? Is that what you just told me?
Never
Implying
been
that
done.
Blood Gulch hasn't been remade a million fucking times, and I'm tired of it. I
Exactly.
swear to God, if Blood Gulch gets remade one more fucking time, I'm shooting myself.
That's what the January update is, though. It's just 8 Blood Gulch remix. You didn't hear it?
Ah!
I don't want it. You can build Blood Gulch in Forge. You just put 2 pieces of land, you build a giant circle, put 2 bases on
Aneurysm
other ends.
intensifies.
Blood Gulch.
That's what Basin is. And see, you know what? It makes big, because Blood Gulch, it's a very iconic map, but like it doesn't really fit in with the other Halo maps. So Sprint kind of, I guess, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here, but it kind
God,
of
this fucking thread
helps.
goes on for 35 pages.
People have nothing better to do than argue. It's like a big ass map that takes forever to get across, but now with like Sprint and all that, it can help you get to cover quicker and all that. You're not out in the open because it is annoying.
Yeah, but they would just make Blood Gulch bigger, wouldn't they? They made everything else
Oh my
bigger.
god.
Jesus. 343, when will it stop?
Because like, if they really wanted to make Blood Gulch, they would just make it supersized. It would pretty much
If
be
they
the
made
same
that,
map.
I would get a hemorrhage.
Well, this
See
is
what I
America.
did there?
Honestly, if
Hemorrhages.
they make
Thanks.
they're gonna have to introduce pelicans into the game.
Pelican!
I really want pelicans, please.
James, I just sent you a link. Do you see it? No. It's the community clip! There.
Oh, holy fuck! Community clip. Oh,
I like the way it just got hit. It just comes out of nowhere.
oh, community clip. Oh, he doesn't see it though. I'm just gonna be the hype man for it.
Oh, I see what
Ah.
you meant. You said it. So, yeah. Cool.
Oh,
I've no
fuck.
can't see.
Oh,
Dear Lord.
shit!
Today's word of the day is Jayhawker. Noun, a robber to a native resident of Kansas. Educational shit.
That fucking faggot over there is such a
What does
jayhawker.
that have to do with Halo? What the hell?
Maybe the guy on the enemy team is a Jayhawker.
343 could actually learn from Bungie. Whoa.
Oh god.
I don't know if they mean the new Bungie or the old Bungie. I hope they're referring to the old one.
The
Well,
old one
well,
wasn't
here,
so good either, because
OP,
the old
the first
tried to
thing
make
OP
message
says is,
out of
I
you.
am not a fan of Destiny. So, new Bungie.
Yeah, they're talking about New Bungie because it's Destiny.
Sad
what
face.
about
Yeah,
like
but Old
game?
Bungie didn't do very well either. They didn't necessarily expand on the story too much. People say that
Nothing
Halo 1,
that
2, 3
Destiny
had
has
great
a
story,
story?
but Master Chief almost did not have a story. They wanted him to be a player-based person, kind of like how in Black Ops 3
In
when
the
you
game.
play as it's called the player.
Bungie can't write characters for shit, just putting that out
Wait, was
there.
that the whole post?
Oh, they can. They just cut them out and then they resell them.
They put it in the DLC.
Dilk. I want some more Dilk, guys.
I mean, one
Game
thing
built.
343 could learn from Bungie is full armor customization, but that's irrelevant.
Well, they did do that kind of with Halo 4, minus like the armor effects.
Minus
But
the-
then again, like
yeah.
the armor wasn't that great to begin with. But
Yeah, like when
Um,
we had, I forget his name, but when we were the guy who did that Halo 1 mod.
oh yeah.
He was pretty much just saying, oh, it just kind of looks like shapes now, and you can't really just distinguish it anymore. Opposed to like Halo 3, where they're like all the armor sets are very distinct. Now it's just kind of like, oh, he's wearing bullshit with scout shoulders or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know me, I love scout shoulders.
I like
The
bullshit.
guy on the post wrote, I am not a fan of Destiny, but there is one thing Bungie is much better at than 343, fixing their game and providing to be played. At the beginning, Destiny reward system was just like Halo 5's, it was all RNG, now it's still RNG, but there is some accomplishment that needs to be done sometimes to say. It reminds me of Halo 3 in that way in order to sustain a healthy population. 343 needs to fix the broken reward system and actually give some value to things like armor other than a color. There needs to be some accomplishment to get stuff rather than just grinding for Rex. Even in 4 and Reach, we had daily challenges. I think that would keep a healthy population. 343 needs to stop fixing what isn't broken.
Okay, Awesome King 24, here's why you're fucking wrong.
Here we go again.
Okay, one, this guy said, it reminds me of Halo 3 in that way. I don't recall you ever having to do something to unlock a weapon in Halo 3.
He might not be talking about weapons, but armor, like the Hayabusa armor.
Oh,
and other
maybe,
things
yeah.
Like this.
The game had like 7 sets of armor and one thing for completing the game on Legendary, which was the Katana or whatever the hell you had to do to unlock that.
Actually, I think
if
it was
I
got all
could-
the achievements.
If I
Yeah,
could butt
yeah,
in
that
real
was
quick,
it.
I've played through Destiny, and what this guy's talking about, it took them so fucking long to like make it like decent. Like the Destiny he's describing now, that was like a year later. Like it took so fucking long to get Destiny to something decent. I've stopped playing. And how long has Halo 5 been out for? Like 4 months now?
And I
3
wouldn't say
months?
that Halo is broken either. Halo 5 at least. What
No,
is
I'm
wrong
not saying it's
with Halo 5?
broken, but like Destiny, the way the guy's describing Destiny, he's describing Destiny as now, but it took a long time to get there. And Halo 5
Yeah.
hasn't even been out for 6 months, not even 5, so it does take time. So this guy's just a bit impatient.
That
He's
leads
not-
on to what another
backing you
said.
up there. Backing you up there. What is Halo 5 doing wrong that this guy's complaining about? Because he's comparing
doesn't
it that
even
Halo
say.
5 is not like Destiny. Halo 5
Yeah,
is
that's
not like
what he's
Destiny
saying.
as how Destiny is now. But Halo 5, what is it? What's the issue? Just you're comparing two different games. Destiny took a lot longer to get there, and me personally, I see Halo 5 better than Destiny as of right now.
He
Random-
also doesn't really give any examples as to why Destiny gives people incentive to play other than you need to do an accomplishment to get certain weapons, which is fucking dumb. Not the system, but just the fact that he used that as like like a legitimate
argument.
like point to balance his argument. Yeah.
Right underneath them, somebody replies to him instantaneously. I get your point, but you do realize that 343 still contains Bungie employees, right? Also, on a side note, 343 is constantly improving Halo 5 much faster than Bungie ever did with Destiny.
That yes.
They are working on it, like,
Monthly
feverishly.
updates.
And
I mean,
these
if
updates are
343
updates. They're
learned
not
from
DLC,
Bungie.
they're updates.
Yeah, and you know, if 343
It's
learned from
free
Bungie,
DLC.
it'd be-
You're getting
Yeah.
it wrong.
No. Well, that's trying to say that, like, as an example, that Warframe gets constantly patched updates, and that's trying to say that Warframe,
No.
every new
Warframe
patch,
gets
that's a DLC.
free DLC. Ah.
Pay to win. What?
Warframe is not pay to win, though. That's irrelevant. I will
Yeah.
murder you.
Everything's pay to win.
See?
Minecraft is pay to win. Halo 5 is pay to win.
Minecraft. You need to get the fuck out of this call right now.
Let's see.
All
Forza
I know-
6 is pay to win. You know, everything.
I know that
Are you
Minecraft
telling
has
me
a lot
that
of
Jenga
pedophiles.
is pay to win? Is Jenga pay to win?
Yes.
Jenga's
Whoever
pay to
said
win. You,
Minecraft is pay to win, you killed like half my brain cells just then.
yeah, who the fuck said that, man? Come on.
Yeah, when you said Minecraft, I kind of had a like, my brain kind of just shut down for a minute, and I got really sad.
Well, I know that Minecraft is full of pedophiles.
You want some blocks?
Community question, or this is at least my question. As of right now, who's better? Because people keep comparing Bungie to 343. 343 or Bungie?
I like to consider Old Bungie and New Bungie. They're two completely different things.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't
Rephrase
prefer
that
one or the
question.
other.
I enjoy 343 storytelling abilities. They've done that really fucking well. There's compared to old Halos and 343's Halos, you can see the difference in the amount of detail they attempt to put in. You just gotta
You
look
can-
for it a little bit.
Yeah, you can see how much semen Brian Reed busted all over the Halo 5 script.
And the amount of semen Adam wanted just to get Linda's helmet.
That's wrong.
He's like, stop.
What?
But
Linda
yeah,
has an awesome helmet. Her armor set is fucking awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
Back to
No,
the
no, no.
question.
Adam will drown himself in semen, as you said prior. Like a
I
few weeks
don't. I don't prefer one over the other.
ago. Mojang should make Halo.
Fuck. Joke like that. That's like
No,
saying-
but in all
that's like-
seriousness, I think 343 is doing a really good job. There's just some things, some of their motives are a bit questionable. In Halo 5, there's things that are missing. I keep saying this, but there are things that are missing. Back on like those standards from like 2010 and before, Bungie did exceptional as a game developer at that time. But like compared to that, to these days, whatever, it's
Compared to these nuts.
D's nuts got them. 343's doing a good job.
Got him!
Got him!
They're very vocal too.
By the way, plot twist, when Halo 6 comes out, they're going to have an Easter egg where a variant of the energy sword will be the diamond sword from Minecraft.
Kill yourself.
No, when she dies, he takes off his helmet and catches his last breath. It's just notch underneath the helmet. Or it's Minecraft Steve.
Oh god.
I'm gonna say I prefer 343 just because of the story. I'm not harping on Bungie, not saying that they suck. Back in the day, they're fucking awesome. But in terms of, for me, when it comes to gaming, I love stories. So 343's pushing story up the butt, and I think they're doing a hell of a lot more than Bungie ever did in the
I agree.
10-year.
Reach was really good though.
I applaud.
I mean, one thing you guys also like people gotta remember is that a lot of people who worked at Bungie went to 343. So you know.
Excuse
There's a
me,
lot of
Reach
people.
was really good. Who said
Yeah,
that?
that's what I said. Oh. I mean, not canonically good, but storytelling wise.
Actually, there's a video.
Storytelling wise good.
There's
Are
a
you-
video on
Reach-
YouTube where
Oh.
Halo Canon connects the Halo 5 or the Halo Reach story with the book. It's pretty cool. I'll link it.
What do you guys think would be a good Halo spin-off game? Like, if like not Halo Wars or anything,
Elites.
but if 3
Forerunner.
Oh, yeah,
Forerunner.
same Halo.
Technically already-
Same Halo.
I not everyone at once. So anyway, if you guys know who Grey Team is, they're like gone as fuck. Like they're the guy who ditched the parents or the child. So they've been AWOL forever. I think like a spin-off like horror mystery game would be awesome because they can pretty much do whatever the fuck they want because they're God knows where. So they have lots of creativity if they're to do something. And hopefully they don't kill off Grey Team. like they did with Black Team in the comics, where like the fucking Didact just kills them, and their heads are in the ground. I'm like, what the fuck?
Didact just destroyed Black Team, which was disappointing, but that was supposed to at least show how strong Didact was and how Master Chief even managed to survive that in the first place was supposed to be phenomenal. But I do dislike the fact that Black Team died, but I do get the point they were trying to get across. Didact is a force to be reckoned with. That's what
they blew him up anyway, but whatever.
Honestly, I don't know. I didn't read the novels, so I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm going to just go and say I blame Black Team's death on Palmer.
No, the Black Team's a Spartan team, obviously, but Didact killed them because... At the end of Halo 4, you push Black Team gets killed off because the Didact lands on a Halo ring. That's when Blue Team comes into play, and they kill the Didact at the end. And then they run into another model.
Well, there's a lot of theories going on that the Didact was actually just composed rather than being killed, so that's up in the air right now. And especially because on Halo Waypoint, the website, which I take it as a canonical source if you go to the universe section, not the forums, the universe, they put him under as being composed as well. So...
So the Didact died in the events of Halo 4 and Halo 5, and he was killed by Blue Team. Is this what you're telling me?
He got composed between the events of Halo 4 and 5. He was composed.
Ricky's the canon manon, okay? Don't fuck with him.
Canon manon.
I wanted something to rhyme with canon, and he's the canon man in. I know it's lame and fucking stupid, but you know what? Give me some credit. You don't know me. Fuck you.
No, it's okay. Everything's better when it rhymes. Compose the Didact part of me in the comments.
Yeah. Thank you for getting that right, because I was gonna have to pimp slap the fuck out of you if you said kill again.
So now back to my original question, all the way back. What do you guys think would be
Sangheili Origins?
Yeah.
Arbiter Ops.
No. Do it in episodes. So they start off as how Sangheili were before. They were when they were fighting with the San'Shyuum at first, and they formed an alliance. They made the Covenant.
War of Beginnings.
The origins of the Covenant, basically, in an entire new.
The War of Beginnings, then.
Yeah.
The War of Beginnings.
Exactly. Yeah.
Arbiter Ops.
Well, they could do that, yeah, because fucking Ratas Vadum and shit like that. He had his own ship. They could essentially do an entire thing on him.
What would be a better name, though? Arbiter Ops, Sangheili Ops, Elite Ops.
You know that Bel Vadum and Artas Verdum weren't alive during the War of Beginnings, right?
Oh, I know that. I'm just saying, they could, escalate it up to that point and, continue the storyline.
And plus, there's also a new novel that came out that's pretty much, I'm presuming, gonna show that Artas or Ratas died. Because he hasn't been in any sort of media at all, so I think this next book that I'm going to be reading is actually...
Ratas never dies, he's just missing in action.
Get the fuck out right now, this is not the UNSC.
What do I want? I would very much appreciate a game set in the Forerunner era.
Like the Human Forerunner War?
Yes.
On Air de Tyrene?
Specifically that.
I want to see the Air de Tyrene War, that'd be good.
Yes, that would be sexy, and kind of have a half and half campaign.
Ancient Human Forerunner War, but then that would eventually lead up to the Forerunner Flood War, though. It's an
that can be the sequel.
No, that's the DLC.
Blur Studios' animation gets my dick rock hard.
Yeah, they're really good.
Dear Lord.
Oh god,
fucking awesome. Blur's awesome.
Back to the Ricky when he said Grand Theft Auto and Halo, could it be telling the story of Locke's origins?
Oh god.
Oh my god. Wow.
I am Jameson Locke. I'm
home. At least it was before I joined Oni.
Oh my god, Lamar and Jameson Locke.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's like Locke grew up in the ghetto.
Honestly, I think all of my brain cells will die if they end up releasing a game that's solely based on Locke. Not because he's black, don't you dare fucking go there, but because
But you went there, Pedro. But you went there, Pedro. You went there, man.
I don't know,
James?
Locke's kind of boring.
He's arrogant. He's annoying. No.
Understood, Commander.
You're not the only one here because of him.
Yeah, there's a possibility that Halo 6 are going to develop his character a little bit more, but
I hope they
isn't
do.
really too... Olympia Vale's developed, Buck is developed, and Holly Tanaka is developed. Compared to Locke, however, Locke is a sponge.
Well, he's Oni, isn't he?
They say that the
Gene
Gene Song thing that's in Chief and Halsey Vale has it, so they said she's going to be very important later. Holly Tanaka, I think, in my opinion, is the most useless fucking character.
Yeah,
I think they just needed to add somebody in as a fourth. They could have had Gabriel Ford, in my opinion.
How is she
I
useless?
think
Tell me.
if anybody has played,
Okay, first off, her origin story, like, it was decent, but I don't think she was worthy of being a Spartan. Secondly, she does and says nothing of significance in the campaign.
She just seems really cocky.
She's not even cocky, she just seems really stupid, and, like, she just kind of seems like a waste of screen time. Like, that's why she barely does or says anything. She's just there as a placement. They could have had anybody else. They could have gotten any other character, but they get Holly Tanaka just for the sake of it. And it's just kind of like, why should I care about this character when she does nothing, really?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know that Olympia in the game actually talks a lot more comparatively.
Olympia is
because they're like on Sang Helios, and she knows Sang Helios stuff. And everybody loves Buck because they'll get their dick wet over Buck. And Locke, you play as him, so there's that. But, like, Tanaka, she's just a fourth character because I feel like they couldn't, like, get somebody else. They didn't feel like making a new character that had some... I don't know. Tanaka is just so fucking... Oh!
You guys hate about the
expired march.
Tanaka is not just bad as a character, she's bad as an AI in the game. Me and Adam know we had to deal with her shit.
Don't.
Is she,
Honestly,
is
I
she
think
the
Tanaka
cat of
is legendary.
She is.
Well, at least Cat had a nice ass. Tanaka's just fucking annoying.
Yeah, I looked at the ass models, like the Spartan compared to the Spartan Forerunner.
Really?
Tanaka's got nothing back there.
We're really going here.
We're gonna start, like, getting mad about, like, Tanaka's ass isn't developed, 343 ruined Halo. Ah!
I feel bad for Kat. Her armor got EMP'd, and then she got shot in the back of the head.
The community question that was asked by you guys for us this week is by the YouTuber Dan Tep in the comment section. He says, what are your thoughts on Arena Breakout, and should it be a social game type?
I don't really care either way. I mean, I'm gonna have fun with Breakout anyway.
I don't like Breakout, so I don't really have an answer for that. My answer would probably just be more biased than anything.
The draw of Breakout to me is it's just like the round system. It creates a lot of tension, and that's just a lot of fun for me. But if it's not ranked, then it's like, okay, then there's really no point for me to, like,
take the tension out of it.
Yeah, kinda, and it's like, oh, like I do not give a shit about, like, my rank or how service record in Halo looks, but, like, that's the thing. But Breakout kinda does make me care ever so slightly. It's just because of the round system and how it works. It just creates a lot of tension, and I think that if it's social, then they'll get rid of the ranking for that, and that would kind of take some of it away.
While I don't like Breakout, I do believe it would get worse if, they made it social. I just don't like game types in any game whatsoever where you only get, like, one life.
I mean,
I
like,
just
I
don't
don't want to, like... I don't want to, brag or anything. Like, I'm good at it. I just don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy Breakout, period. I'm not too big of a fan of, like, the one-round kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like watching Game of Slayer would be more entertaining than Breakout.
Yeah, like, watching Breakout is boring, but, like, if you're playing it, I have a lot of fun with it. Then again, if I die really early on, then I have to watch it, then it's really boring.
And then you gotta watch your dumb teammate, like, Gordon, die. He's like, behind you, and then he turns. Behind you, goddamn. Behind you, and then he dies. And then you lose the game.
Okay, back to dumb teammates doing stupid shit in Breakout. I've got a couple things to rant about.
He's so enthusiastic about this rant coming up. Everyone prepare.
But you die, and he's like the last guy. It's 1-on-1. The guy has the enemy has, like, a battle rifle, and I guess, like, your teammate couldn't get the battle rifle, so he still has the SMG. But they're, like, kind of doing, like, a long-range thing. I hate it when people fall for, like, the easy trap, like, the guy has, like, low shields, so he, like, just runs in a direction, and the guy has an easy cutoff point. But nope, this fucking asshole just decides to go, like, around the corner exactly,
Echo!
Echoing intensifies.
Pedro just ruined your moment.
Yeah,
Major,
I
you
think
piece
the
of shit.
biggest...
Just
I
ruined
think
your
the
moment.
biggest trap about Breakout is when you select the playlist and play the fucking game.
One thing I hate in Halo 5 is when I
Nice
press
to meet
start game, but then I change my mind, but I can't fucking back out because the game won't fucking let me.
You know what I hate in Halo 5? When I get a scout warthog and I'm intending to take somebody to the enemy base and drop them off, nobody gets in the scout warthog because there's no turret. That's what I hate in Halo 5. And another thing I hate in Halo 5 is that people who drive warthogs stop moving. You're not supposed to stop moving in warthogs.
Yes!
You keep moving.
You know what I hate even
drive a
more? When you get a Warthog, you park it somewhere to use as a turret to shoot the core. A teammate gets in the driver's seat, drives into the enemy base in the middle of all the enemies, gets out.
You want to go
They
here,
die.
right?
you die, they take the hog.
An anonymous viewer asks, who would you ship in Fireteam Osiris?
Locke and Buck.
Why?
There's so much fan art of that already. You don't even just say that. Next.
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean ship?
Olympia and me.
Well, ship is that them into a couple situation.
Me and Vale.
Yeah, that's.
Honestly, if you want me to be completely honest,
Roland and.
completely honest,
Roland and Cortana?
Buck and Vale.
Yeah, Buck and Vale.
But you said Fireteam Osiris.
Yeah.
And I only say Buck and Vale because the other two characters are trash.
Me and Vale.
It's because. Okay, well,
I think it's just
off,
because
Buck's
you're
way
racist
older.
and they're both black. That's what I think.
Buck
here.
already has like a woman.
Yeah, Buck
I mean,
and
if it was the
Veronica.
game, I'd do Fred and Vale because both voice actors are married in real life, so they could
wow.
like they could
cool.
like go in a recording booth and actually have sex and get some genuine audio for the game.
So the only Spartans that can actually get down and fuck that could and like we could actually do that would be Fred and Olympia Vale, which
Exactly.
I
I brought this up several times. This is my Spartan. Like, there's a Spartan named Maria. She's like the only Spartan who like just left the program, and she has her own family. And I was always kind of curious, like, what would a Spartan 2's child be like? What would they have? But then it came to then one thing I thought of. Like, I asked my friends, would you rather have sex with a female elite or a female Spartan? Now, with all her augmentations, obviously her vagina would most likely crush your fucking dick. So everyone that I've gotten said they would rather have sex with an elite than a Spartan 2. Now,
I mean,
the
I would
question
rather
comes
have
to you
sex
guys.
with Vale over an elite. That's
Are
just me,
elites even mammals? Because technically they look a bit like reptiles, so they might be.
You're a
they might-
reptile. So now I ask you the guy's question. Echo!
Oh my god.
So I ask you guys the question, would you rather have sex with a Spartan 2 with a penis-crushing vagina or a Sanghaley female elite?
I'd rather have sex with Spartan Vale.
We would be killed either way. So there's no way to answer that. The female Sangheili would feel disrespected and immediately cut you in half. The Spartan 2, on the other hand, could easily just hug you and crush your spine on accident due to the augmentations.
But Vale is not a Spartan 2.
So tell the fans at home, what is your program?
The Professional is a Machinima series written and directed by me. In the first episode, we have an MLG tryhard named S. Strudel. 3 protagonists are Mr. Casual, McNaught, MLG, XXX, Nutbuster 420, XXX, and Jeremy. And basically, they combat him in the first episode. He's just a massive asshole, and then they take him down. In the second episode, he comes back for a rematch, and shit gets real. The third episode will be dropping January 31st. Be sure to check that out on the Halo Collective channel.
What Halo game is it made in?
Halo 2 Anniversary.
Oh. Well, if you need any voice actor, just...
Yeah, we have a really good guy who's a voice actor. His name's Pedro Medina. He's really good.
Get wrecked, Kevin! Fuck that bitch, get wrecked!
Folks, you've been watching the FFA Podcast with our special guests from the Halo Collective, Ricky and Tyler. I'm a bad password. I'm joined with Pedro, I messed it up.
Keep this in.
Aki or Pedro, hello and goodbye.
James, Pedro, and Adam, and of course me, a bad sexy password. Thanks for watching. So, I'm never ending the show again because
I actually quite liked how you ended the show.
It's fine. We'll put those in as
do.
like extras. Like we always put in a few bloopers anyway. At the end, like the funny shit that we do. James always adds it in.
yeah, in the beginning and the end. I fucking like threw my headset across the room and just walked out.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to keep it in. We could tell you like rage got off the mic and walked away and shit. That's like perfect.
It was.
Yeah, you can hear your voice trailing off into the distance as well.
Alright, so that's pretty much the podcast. What do you guys think?
Oh, it was
Sweaty.
great.
Didact into the slip switch drive. He lands on like a Halo ring?
Echo.
That Echo Doe.
Oh my god.
Oh, Echo, I have to talk slowly like this
Echo.
so I can
Pedro, it's
understand.
It's still there?
Yeah.
Anyone get the reference? Anyone get the reference? Yeah? Am I alone here?
Is that a Family Guy?
No, it's from Machinima.
Is it
I watched it. What is it?
Ah,
It's not Rain.
ah.
I don't remember. Is it Red versus Blue? No.
No. I have to
I don't
talk
remember.
slowly.
Just keep
Life.
naming all of James'
Yes.
shit until he says
No,
you're
it's a
inheritor.
John CJG thing.
Yes, you're
Oh,
right. You're right.
One Life Remaining.
No.
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Hard Justice.
Yes, but you're just
Yes,
naming all the
that's it.
series. You're like, oh yeah, I'll just name them all. Well,
Oh,
Hard Justice
anyway,
was like
yeah.
the 10th guess, but yeah.
Okay, how about
It's a pitch. Oh my god.
No, man.
Okay, wait. Is it back in, Pedro? Pedro. I think Pedro.
Well,
Better?
Good.
Wait, Echo. No, good. Wait.
Are we good?
Yeah.
You get a
Oh,
gold star
anyway.
for trying.